we are ready with an opening comment. Go ahead, Coach.
Congratulations, San Diego State, Coach Long and his staff. They played better than we did when it mattered the most, and they have an outstanding program here. They're well coached, good players, and it's a testament to him and his staff and what they've done here over time. I'm hurt, our team's hurt. It's a winnable game against a really good opponent on the road, and so I got to be better for this team, and that's what it comes down to.
Can you talk about the resiliency that your team had tonight?
I thought the whole game, I thought our defense was outstanding. I thought Coach Odom and the staff had the team really well coached and ready to go. Especially coming off of last week and what last week was and how it felt to our team and our fans and everybody. I kept trying to make the point to the team, like, that's not really us. That thing got lopsided because of the consecutive turnovers, and then it ends up looking like a nightmare. And so in our kids, we had a great week of practice, and I thought they performed well. San Diego State is an outstanding team on defense. We found a way to move the ball enough, which gave us a chance to be in it. Unfortunately, we didn't. We couldn't move it when it mattered most. And so, like I said, I'm sick for our team and our fans and our players and our coaches. And it's a winnable game, and they made the plays to win. So I'll give Coach Long and those players from San Diego State credit.
Coach, for the players, what are some of the things that to get them to learn to close out a game? What are those intangibles? Is it only from experience they get that, or how can you?
That's a good question, Victor, and I don't, I don't know. That's a really good question. We try to put them in a lot of situations in practice that are clock drives or situational football, but nothing feels like that moment until you're in that moment, and I think that's the hard part. Like I said, I feel bad for our players, and I got to find a way to teach us how to make those plays and close those things out in those critical situations.
Are the timeouts, the sort of strategic timeouts, is that what you're trying to do, maybe to settle them out or pick them up or point things out, or something where you can instill your will in the game? Is that?
Sometimes I'll use a timeout to break momentum with the other team or to calm us down if it feels like we're a little frantic. I looked out there at one time on defense, and we had, I think, six sophomores, 3 freshmen. I was like, oh my goodness, but they're playing their tails off, and so I love this team. I'm proud of this team, and like I said, I need to be better for them.
San Diego State is a great team, but you guys held them to a 3-point spread. What are the positive takeaways from that still?
I think the positive takeaways is that we didn't play well last week. We're coming here at 0-6, and we stood toe-to-toe for a full 4 quarters with the best team in our conference, and that's something our team needs to feel good about that, because they didn't stop fighting and they didn't stop battling, and there was a lot of big plays in that game, that big moments where guys did rise to the occasion and make a play. So we just need more.
Anything else for Coach Brennan?
I think that's it. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Okay, we've got quarterback Josh Love, and Josh, can you describe tonight's fight in the team?
Every week we regroup and have a new game plan, and we just continue to fight. We're so close, and we're gonna get going, and we're gonna start getting some wins out of this. And we know we can compete with the best. Obviously, San Diego State's a really good team, and we're just gonna use that going forward and keep motivating us for UNLV next week.
You guys took a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. What was it feeling like at that point?
We got some momentum. The sideline was juiced, and I feel like we left some points on the board, kicking another field goal when we should have scored. But we just got to keep fighting.
How did you feel Okay, San Diego State takes the lead, and you guys scored the first touchdown in 8 quarters. So what went into that drive to make it successful?
We just we were able to run the ball really well that drive with Tyler and Bull, and mix it up a lot with RPOs and quick passes, and we were able to march down the field and score.
Josh, the 3-3-5 defenses, were you pretty well prepared for the week? Did anything throw you on?
We really prepared really well. That's probably the hardest defense you could possibly face. So much movement. They had some stud backers, and we call it their Aztec. Their safety comes down, fills the box, number 30, 33, and yeah, you just the scout team did really well this week, and we were really well prepared, and with McGibbon and Coach Gunderson in my room, and I thought we were really prepared going forward for this game.
Anybody else have a question for Josh?
Yeah, from last year to this year, maybe even earlier in the year, things seem like they're slowing down for you, or are you just kind of getting it, or is it the offensive line, or is it both? You really seem like you're in tune with it.
I think the difference is the coordinator and the offense are running, and the schemes we have, and the preparation that the coaches help me. And every day we're working, every day we're watching film, getting the guys going, the whole offensive group, and they're watching film, doing extra work after practice. A lot of that is set from Coach McGibbon, telling what we want to do, and Coach Gunny in my room, quarterback room, is really pushing me the best I can be every day.
All right. Very good, Josh.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bryce, 2 field goals to get the scoring started for the Spartans. What was the general feeling on the sideline at the start of the game?
I think the general feeling was really high energy. The field goals really helped kind of motivate us to keep doing what we're doing, have the defense making big stops, and keep the offense moving the ball, either getting 3 points or 7 points.
It's 16-13 at the end. Were you ready to come in and give it a swing if you got called on?
I was. We were talking about how far we would hit one from with Coach Kadishi and with Coach Brennan, and we felt like it was a better decision to go for it in that situation. And so we trust the coaching and go with it.
But was there much of a wind blowing in that direction, or because it looked like certainly John Barron II's last one, he got a little bit of help.
He did. There wasn't really that much wind throughout the game. There was maybe a slight wind from the south side, so the wind would have been in our favor a little bit kicking that way, but there wasn't really that much wind affecting the kicking.
Bryce, on kickoffs versus last couple of games, you guys kind of do the pooch kickoffs, and then this one you were kind of trying to put them out, and you missed one. Was that just pure power kicking and just kind of?
A little bit. My plant slipped a little bit on the surface, so I kind of dug in a little too deep, and my heel shifted forward a little bit, so it caused me to wrap around the ball a little bit. But we're definitely focusing a lot more on getting the ball through the end zone, so we can get our guys running, and if they take it out, we're there and we're ready to go.
Any other questions for Bryce? All right. Thank you, Bryce.
Thank you.
What's up, Victor? How you doing?
Can you describe the team's defensive effort tonight?
It was a really good effort. We came in really well prepared, and we had a good game plan for knowing what they're going to do, and the effort was outstanding. I saw a lot of young guys step up. Kyle Harmon and Trey Webb, JL, all the young guys stepped up, and they really grew up tonight, and it was a great effort.
You're on the wrong end.
Just keep all the way down.
Can you keep it down, please?
Thank you.
You guys got put in a tough spot. It's an interception, return, and you stopped them. What was the mindset at that point in terms of you had to take the field and defend it?
Yeah, just basically what you said. You got to take it and defend it. It had to be 3 points or less. That's what we were preaching to the whole team, and they got us on third down for a little bit, and the kicker made a great kick, but it was a great stand.
What do you think you guys can take from this defensive performance tonight?
We know we can battle with anyone. We've proven that over and over, and it's just more of a confidence boost, just like all the other games. Just keep raising that confidence level of the whole defense.
As a senior, what can you hand down to the freshmen and sophomores or even juniors as far as things they need to close the game mentally, or it was just the little things that made the difference?
I think just our situational awareness was definitely something that I preach to the young guys. You know, I know it was a third down and we got a roughing the passer, and that was big. And I can't really speak for offense, but I'm pretty sure there was some stuff that they could work on as well. And just situational awareness, that's probably the biggest thing I preach to all the young guys.
How about the running game? I mean, you knew we were going to go in and hit and attack. And do you welcome like that extra contact? Is that like second nature to you?
Yeah, it's definitely fun. You know, sometimes, most of the time when you're DB, you're just defending the pass. So it's fun when the second week in a row we put a really running team. It's fun to go mix it up. Yeah.
Anything else for Dakari?